You have to take a look at this video that you guys suggested it. Bear with me. Try not to get canceled. It's from a creator named The Offensive Tranny. That's what they call themselves. That's them. They call themselves that. Don't 86 my channel. The name of this video is called Use My Preferred Pronouns or You're a Bigot. Trans guy debunks TikTok star Jeffrey Marsh. Don't know who anyone in this video is, man, but I'm willing to actually hear them out and be unbiased. So let's check this out. Don't forget to hit the like button, drop some comments as well. Subscribe to this channel, man. Let's get straight into it. Get straight into
Inspirational.
This is about to be intense.
Stop telling trans people that we're inspirational. I mean, it's fine. It's a lovely compliment, but you do realize we should live in a world where we do not have to be inspirational for you, where we do not have to have the crappiest life that we almost do not survive and then transcend that and then be an inspiration to you. We have to go back to the beginning and make life better for trans people, period.
I do want to hear what they have to say. I don't get the point of that at all. I don't really even see what they complaining about. Fam, like, you know, this about to be gone in like 2 years. All of that gonna be done. You like a year away from the George Costanza right now. Listen, they just probably put a wig on. It don't matter.
Trans people have always existed because the mechanism that makes someone trans is gender dysphoria, which is a medical condition. Unfortunately, we cannot change society to a degree where gender dysphoric people would not feel any less gender dysphoric or would not feel any pain. It's funny because I also agree that trans people aren't automatically inspirational.
I often get asked to speak about why
the hell am I watching?
And I just want you to consider if a cis person got called by the wrong pronouns, what their reaction would be. In fact, it's seen as the biggest possible insult for a coach to call a boys' team girls, right? To be like, coaches are not like, look at her.
The hell I don't know what y'all want to. Maybe this might not be my expertise. I don't think people was like, oh yeah, we got to send this to BX. We needs to know what he about to think about this. Listen, I don't even know what's happening. I don't even know what's going on right now. If I'm being honest with you, at all. What's going on? What the hell what's going on, man?
You know,
I'm mad lost.
It's seen as an insult to misgender someone.
If you do it intentionally, you could argue it's an insult. But I have been misgendered many times during my transition, and it was because I had a high voice and I looked like a girl. So I didn't yell. I wasn't mad. I got dysphoric, but that's another story. But you know what, Jeffrey? You are a cis person getting misgendered if someone calls you they, them. You are he, him. We always think of a set of pronouns.
Oh, man. What is... I had to make sure I wasn't in Twilight Zone. What's happening? I don't know what hold up. Like, let's call a spade. First of all, let's speed this up. Let's speed this up. I don't know what's going on.
When we speak to another person, and you can't change what people automatically think in their own heads. So what you experience on a daily basis, I assume, is that people are lying to you. If you're happy with that, go ahead. But I think it's quite strange.
That's an insult. Because
I'm starting to form it all together. I'm starting to form everything together. But what's going on?
It feels horrible to be misgendered.
You have absolutely no idea how that feels. You have absolutely no idea what it's like. to go through gender dysphoria and getting misgendered, being called something your dysphoria doesn't like. And I'm not saying you can't talk about it. I'm not going to be like, shut up, you don't know what it's like. But I'm just clarifying so we're on the same page. Whatever you're doing and calling yourself, not the same as what I'm going through in any way.
But for someone like me,
So this is like trans beef. This is a transgender person calling out another transgender person to say that they're not really trans. I don't know. what the hell's happening? Yo, I don't. Oh man, yeah, this is crazy. I just can't. Thank God I was born in the 60s. This is pure BS. Two genders, period. You are correct. And I feel like I was born in the 60s the way I don't know what the hell is going on. They make me feel old. They make me feel like I'm mad old. I'm like, back in my day, I had to walk 16 miles to change the television channel in the snow, barefoot, with my brother on my back. He was my older brother, but for some weird reason, my mom was like, carry him. That's why I got shoulders, right? They make me feel that old.
a non-binary person who has been basically misgendered my entire life for the first 20, 30 years of it. This is a matter of kindness. This is a matter of human dignity, human respect. And if you simply cannot give up on bullying people, if you simply cannot give up on hating people, that says a lot about you.
It isn't a human right to be called by your preferred pronouns.
Okay, so I'm agreeing with I don't know if that's a blue shirt, maybe aqua, whatever color that shirt is, man. Y'all know I'm high. I agree with them. Come on, you're wilding out. You didn't call me what I want to be called. You're bullying me. Shut up. Shut your ass up. That's not bullying. Cut it out, right? You're wilding at this point.
You can argue that someone is acting respectful when they call someone something that doesn't come natural to them. However, how in the hell would you respect people like this? Respect is mutual, my friend. When you keep demanding something from strangers, you're not acting respectful. Because there's a difference between asking kindly, could you do this? Can you call me this?
Yes. I miss who the Ben Shapiro lookalike was. That's crazy. Trans Ben Shapiro. Everybody keeps saying certain YouTubers look like Ben Shapiro nowadays. That's becoming like a new thing. That's crazy. I get it. I understand. It's crazy. I peep game. That is funny though. Trans Ben Shapiro. Oh no, man. I'm not going to be able to unsee that.
And then demanding, shaming people if they're not doing it. Just a small thing as calling someone a TERF is not being respectful because you're calling women something, a slur, you could argue, because they do not think like the way you want them to think. You're not being respectful when you don't have a problem calling people transphobic, homophobic, TERFs, or whatever. But it does show that you're not mature enough to have an adult conversation about different ideas. So if you keep experiencing getting misgendered.
That was the exact definition of a TERF. What's the exact definition? TERF meaning. Exact definition. Well, I know what TERF is. What does it mean? The other way, meaning to become extended and more casual, saying something like TERF is something. Okay, no. Okay, so I can't even search that and find it. TERF, maybe if I put alphabet people. Okay, what does this mean? TERF is an acronym for trans and inclusionary radical feminism. What? It says gender women who self-identify as feminists but who are opposed to including transgender women. Okay, so it's just a woman. So a TERF is a woman, someone who doesn't want to call men and women. Okay. Okay.
It's probably a you problem.
Had to look
If you're
that up.
actually nice to people
Wow.
and always show respect, not assuming people's
That's
opinions
so
and
crazy.
ideas, maybe you'll get what you want. That is my experience. I have never corrected someone if they misgendered me. I was too dysphoric to correct people, but even if I wasn't, I didn't feel the need to correct people. It was obviously a mistake. And I don't want people to feel embarrassed or ashamed. Or
So that's what they claim in J.K. Rowling is, because she doesn't want to say that men are women. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. They're just making up new words to define anyone that doesn't agree. All right, I get it. All I have to say is when you get followed into a woman's bathroom by a 6-foot man that is dressed in short shorts, a tank top, and a purse and high heels, and it's creepy and scary happened to me, I can understand. Yeah, that gotta be crazy. They gotta be crazy. Hey, yo. Man, gang, man. All day, every day, twice on Tuesday.
I don't want people to feel bad because of my disorder. I was always respectful, and I always clarified my situation with any new person I'd run into. And I have great results because of that. It's not bullying people or hating on others if they don't want to bow down to an ideology that does not make sense. There are only two genders. Gender and sex are binary, and 90% of all people agree with that. You're not a bully just because you live in the real world.
The problem with this LGBTQ people are dangerous for children thing is that it distracts from the real perpetrators. Stat after stat, study after study proves that it is grown men targeting young girls. And while TERFs and the far right are putting my face on Fox News, they're obsessed with me in my apartment making videos, the real predators get away with everything. It's almost like they don't really care about children, and that all these people are just kidding.
The only thing I want to say to that is both sides want the same thing, children to be happy and healthy. How we're going to do that, what we should or should not do, we have different opinions on it. So just like I can't accuse him of being a predator or not care about children, he can't
Accuse him. Accuse him. Grown man. Yo, right. Hey, man. This world we live in is not the world that I grew up in. I could say that for sure.
say the same thing about the right or the non-woke left. We both want the same thing, Jeffrey. We both want children to be happy. How is a child going to be happy if you put them on puberty blockers? I don't see how that's even possible if we pause their development by giving them puberty blockers.
Okay, so it seems like this person is a transgender person who, what's the way I should say it? It has more conservative views, right? Like maybe more of a Blair White-esque type of person. Okay. All right. Whatever. I get what they're doing.
We are going to pause their mental
They
development,
just so happen to be transgender.
physical development, and affect permanently their fertility. So even if we block, let's say, a young boy's puberty, when he grows up, he might not have broad shoulders. Probably he would have a high voice and softer skin. And that's great because it will alleviate his gender dysphoria.
Fragile
But he
bones.
can't have children. He can't have orgasms, and he will experience chronic joint pains.
Yo, that's crazy. I knew it. Just in my mind, I was just like, the bones are going to be fragile as hell because you're never going to be able to fully develop them. And yep, the joint pains. Exactly.
You really think it'll make him happy? No matter what side you're on, you have to stop accusing the other side of having bad intentions. We will not get anywhere by doing so. You could still argue that one side or a group of people are harming another. I mean, we have to focus on facts and educate other people. That's the way of doing it, in my opinion. And the last thing I want to say is LGBT people are not dangerous for children. The woke ideology, however, is. Thank you all for watching my video. I really hope you liked it.
Okay. It's different. I do think that kids should not be transitioning. If you want to do all that stuff, do it when you grown, man. Once you like 18 and you can move your ass up out the house, then feel free, right? But when you're children, like when you're a kid, and nah, I'm not with the puberty blockers, the surgery, none of that stuff. Let me know what you think in the comment section.